Ever had that gut-wrenching feeling like you're not alone in the dark? Well, what if you weren't wrong? Let's dive into one of the scariest experiences of my life, a night shift that turned into a living nightmare. I live in a quiet suburban area, but I work night shifts at a warehouse in an industrial zone miles away. It's a lonely building surrounded by an ocean of concrete. Most nights are uneventful routine checks, locking doors and scrolling through my phone to pass the time. But this night was different. The storm outside was relentless. Rain lashed against the windows, and the wind howled through the empty corridors. I kept checking my phone for storm updates, hoping my drive home wouldn't be a nightmare. Then the power went out. Total darkness. Now, what would you do in this situation? Call your boss, sit tight, and wait for the power to come back? Or explore the pitch-black warehouse alone? Let me know in the comments, but here's what I did. Armed with only a flashlight, I left my security room, muttering to myself about how this wasn't in the job description. The warehouse felt alive in the dark, the creaks and groans amplified by the silence. As I walked down an aisle, I heard a loud metallic clatter echoing from the far end. My heart skipped a beat. I thought it might be the storm rattling the shutters, but I decided to check it out anyway. That's when I saw it, a faint beam of light moving ahead, like someone else's flashlight. It clicked off before I could get a better look. Okay, pause. If you saw a mysterious light in a locked, empty warehouse, what would you do? Investigate or run for your life? I decided to investigate. Bad move. I followed the light, but when I got there, no one was around. That's when the smell hit me. A metallic, musty odor, like rust and stagnant water. It led me to the loading bay, where I found wet footprints. 2 sets. Suddenly, faint whispers. My flashlight flickered as I strained to hear them. My breath caught as I realized the voices were close. Too close. I turned the corner, flashlight raised, and nothing, no one. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Why didn't you leave right then? Believe me, I wanted to, but I couldn't. I decided to head straight to the breaker room to restore power and get out. But as I worked, a scraping sound echoed behind me. I turned to find a crowbar lying on the floor, a crowbar that hadn't been there before. My pulse skyrocketed. I shouted, "I'm armed," even though my taser felt useless. And then, the crash, a loud metallic bang from the far end of the building. 2 figures in black emerged, one holding a crowbar. They locked eyes with me and sprinted in my direction. I bolted. Their footsteps thundered behind me as I weaved through the aisles. I didn't dare look back. The fear was paralyzing, but adrenaline kept me moving. Finally, I burst through the exit and called the police. They arrived quickly, but the intruders were long gone. The officers helped restore power, but my boss wasn't thrilled. He nearly fired me. Here's the kicker. I still work there, but now I have a partner on the night shift. The question that haunts me is, what would have happened if they'd caught me? Have you ever felt like someone was watching you in the dark? Trust your instincts. They might just save your life.